Good morning, Miramar, and welcome to the show. I'm your host, Tamara G. As always, you can check us out on all of our social media. We are on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at City of Miramar. And with us today, we have, oh my gosh, these are some very special people. First of all, it is National Teacher Appreciation Day. So I appreciate that we have from Coral Cove Elementary Principal Stephanie Sabin and Maria E. Garcia. They are here today to talk about the great program that is going on at Coral Cove, but also the wonderful program that the City of Miramar puts on every year, the Student Showcase. I've had the pleasure of hosting that for 4 years. When I tell y'all, it is a treat. But welcome to the show, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us. We're
Nope.
love to be here.
No problem. So this is really special what Coral Cove is. I didn't know that you guys were basically a performing arts school right here in our backyard.
Oh, yes, we are.
Yes. It started about 10 years ago when I became the principal with our first Lion King performance that we did at the Miramar Cultural Center. Thank you so much for your support to the city. We love you. And we saw the opportunity for us to build that program out to include all of our students. So with that, we applied for an innovative program, and we do have it's called Path to Success. It is an acronym. It stands for Performing Arts Theater to Success. And we're very excited about it. It incorporates our students from kindergarten through fifth grade. In the beginning, they just perform at school. And then in third grade, they're able to audition for the big show. And we did Lion King again this year, and it was unbelievable.
And we have approximately 91 students in the show.
Wow. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. And so we'll get to talking about the student showcase because every year y'all show out. I've hosted it for 4 years. And when I tell you the other schools better come correct because Coral Cove Elementary, they are down for it. So, and of course it is a showcase of all of our students' talents, but truly you guys with this path to success, I'm so glad you're doing this. Let's talk a little bit, Maria, about bringing those arts back into the school because we know a lot of cuts arts that's one of the first things to go. They think it's extracurricular and it doesn't matter, but truly the arts brings everybody together.
It gives them confidence. And we've noticed that they start since kindergarten where they perform twice a year. We teach them the dance moves, we teach them to sing, we teach them to act. And when you see them when they're in fifth grade, we are already doing junior plays, which means that the plays are written for an older audience and they can memorize the whole entire play. And they're only third, fourth, and fifth graders from the classrooms. They just sing a song for us for audition and they flourish.
Wow.
And it's amazing how they can memorize the whole thing.
Oh yeah, these kids today can learn if there's a rap song out there or anything
Yes.
and the dancing. I want to ask you this, Principal Sabin, have you noticed a difference in the students after they are in the path to success? Whether there were discipline problems or maybe school problems, they weren't quite learning something, and now they have a whole different mindset because they're involved in the arts.
100%. To me, the arts speaks to every student, regardless of whether you can read, write, or do math. Some children have a difficult time doing that, yet they get to perform and they're just like everybody else. So it builds their confidence. We also use that to help shape the behavior in our students. Coral Cove has 5 guiding principles: be responsible, be respectful, be kind, be safe, and be inclusive. And so those guiding principles, along with our emphasis on the arts for every student and inclusivity, has really helped to shape the behaviors. We have very few behavior problems, virtually no bullying complaints. Any of those unkind things that we don't like to talk about don't really happen here. And we're super excited because next year we're going to be welcoming 6th graders as we become K-8. So we're excited about that to see how it then translates into the middle school years as we start to educate them into the middle school.
Wow. Okay. So you're going to become a K-8 school. So tell us, Stephanie, when you are dealing with, all these different age groups, but you're saying that the kids can learn it. It's not anything too hard. And trust me, I've seen you guys do some great productions at the student showcase. it just seems like it comes naturally to some of these kids.
What's interesting, Tamara, is that these are just our neighborhood children, right? You go to some schools like ours, and these children are trying out for the school, or they need to have some kind of an academic record that gets them into the school. Our students, as long as they're a student at Coral Cove, they can learn and grow with us, and we're ready to take them on as part of the show.
Wow. Well,
They're
speaking
from our backyard.
from the
It's
backyard.
important.
Well, speaking of the backyard, the fourth annual Miramar Student Community Showcase is going on May 15th. It is a Thursday evening at 7 p.m. Just $5 to get in. But when I
Mhm.
tell you, y'all, you're gonna miss out. First of all, we have some major talented people, kids in our backyards, and the parents come out to support. But every year, Coral Cove, y'all, not only do you come with the acting and the dancing, you guys have the backdrop. Y'all got
And the
props,
customs.
the costumes. Like it is. I said this. I said it year one. I said it year two and year three, and probably this year as well. You guys
Yes.
are truly putting on a Broadway show. Like this is a
Thank you.
production.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the same parents. We get together and we make the props. We come up with all these things. It's the parents of our kids working together. We practice Saturday, we practice Tuesdays afternoon, Thursday afternoons, and everything we do it because they love it, and we do it for them so that they can never forget the experience that they had for all these years at their own elementary school, which
Right.
is important because it's our kids from our backyard,
Right.
and they love it. They're already thinking of next year and next year and next year. And the Miramar Center is always there for us. So every time we go, they open the door. So we're very thankful to have a platform like that because they get to experience what a real theater is,
Right.
which is
Absolutely.
very important.
Absolutely. And yes, with the soundboard and everything
Yes.
that's going on, the lighting, everything. Again, if you have not been to the Miramar Students Community Showcase, it is amazing. It is the fourth annual one, just $5 per ticket. Bring your kids. It is open to the community. You don't have to be a Miramar resident. It is open to the community to come out and support these kids. You have from elementary to high school performing. So it's always a great event. I want to talk a little bit too, more about this, Principal Saban. You know, you mentioned about there being, very few disciplinary problems and bullying and things like that. I want to talk about how important it is to get the kids on the stage. There are adults who are afraid to get in front of people and speak and talk and be on a stage. I'm not one of them.
Neither are
Thank
we.
Right. But seriously, thank God for that because that's my career. That's what I do. I get up on stage, I MC events, I'm on the radio every day. I was not afraid to do that, but I will say it started when I was a child. It started in school and it started at my church when I was always the MC for the youth event or whatever the program was. How important do you think it is to have them experience this at this age, when you're talking first grade, second grade, third grade, all the way up to, now it's going to be eighth grade.
Yeah, that's a great question. It's extremely important. And what I always explain to parents is these are the soft skills, right? These are the skills that, you could be the smartest child or the smartest adult in the room, but if you can't hold a conversation with someone or you can't stand up before a group and give your presentation, whether you're in marketing, whether you're, a doctor and speaking to a patient, those are skills that you need to live, right? So I feel it's extremely important to really build that confidence with these students that they can speak in front of a group and feel completely at ease. We never have a problem with children saying, I don't want to, or I'm scared. Our children, well, some are more comfortable than others, naturally. They're all willing and able to speak in front of the group, I think because they have practice and also because we make it very safe for them.
Right.
And
And
I
now,
think very important before I forget too, the teamwork that they built.
uh,
Because we have 91. They need to be able to dance at the same time, moves at the same time. Sing the teamwork is very important at this age
y'all are
because they're
teaching them
able
so many
to
great skills. Wow.
Mhm.
These are great skills, teamwork, working together, supporting each other when maybe
Yes.
someone is not as comfortable. You have the other students who are egging them on. And I wanted to ask that too, because I know with you, Maria, you're working with them every day, well, or when you guys are doing the practices. Do you see that there are some students who maybe having a little bit more difficulty? How do you bring them out of their shell? Or do you let the other students do it that kind of push them towards the greatness?
The good thing about it too is that we have section leaders. So when you see one of them struggling, sometimes if you have an adult doing it for them, they don't respond the same way. But when they see a teammate doing it, somebody their own age helping them to get it, they do it a little bit more. So we have team leaders in every section that helps them get better and better and better. And we give them time also to practice on their own. They practice a little bit, they come back to us, and we have a great team of teachers. We're 10. We had third grade teachers in our team, first grade teachers in our team, dance, music. So we were able to build a very cohesive group that is helping each other
Wow.
very well.
That
Even speech, we have the speech teacher this year that it's helping us because Lion King has different languages. So we were able to work together to bring the strength in the students.
And so, speaking of the Lion King, will that be what Coral Cove Elementary is bringing to the fourth annual Miramar Student Community Showcase?
Yes, for
I
sure.
and
We're
I
ready.
and Tamara, I don't know if you noticed, but our show from last year is on your flyer. That's Ursula over there in the circle.
It
And
sure is right here. Yep. They did a whole thing of the Little Mermaid. I mean, when I tell you it is a true production. And what I love too about Coral Cove, and obviously you guys love the arts and you've been doing this for a while with the kids, but they know how to get on and off the stage. Like if it's their
Yes.
scene, they go off. If they come back on, they are there and they are ready. I'm just like, wow,
Mhm.
these little kids, I'm gonna see them on Broadway one day.
And one more thing that is new in Lion King that we didn't have in Little Mermaid is that we have drummers. So we have a whole section of drummers that is our own kids playing drums to add a little bit of that magic touch from the music.
Oh, it is
So
gonna be
for
amazing.
Lion King, you're gonna see the drumming section, which is a little bit more, it add a little bit more of flavor. So it's always something new.
Yeah, it's always something new with Coral Cove Elementary and all of our other schools in Miramar that are going to be participating. And Principal Saban, something new for you coming up. Are you guys going to start the K through 8 in the summer or in the fall?
in the fall, we're going to start with our sixth graders, and we also are getting our new name. So our new name is going to be Coral Cove Academy of the Arts.
Mhm.
Oh,
And we're
nice.
getting a whole new design and everything. So we're super excited to transition our amazing school into this new adventure. And I think also we always are a very cohesive family. We work very well together. So our team is super excited to welcome our sixth graders in 25, 26. And in case you were wondering, we do have some spots available so parents can go
Nice.
online and access the school choice for Broward County.
Nice. All right. And that path to success, that is performing arts theater, path to success that you guys have that is really making changes in people's lives, in these young folks' lives, whether they go on to be on Broadway or maybe in movies or in bands. You just never know where they're going to end up. Dancers, you just never know.
And our future leaders, because trust me, they become leaders in our program. So it's very important for our kids to stay engaged in the arts.
I couldn't agree more. Thank you. Thank you both so very much. And don't forget again to join us for the fourth annual Miramar Student Community Showcase. I'm going to be the host once again this year. I'm looking forward to it on Thursday, May 15th at 7 p.m. It's going to be at the Miramar Cultural Center. You know where that is. You can get your tickets at miramarculturalcenter.org, just $5 per ticket. And it is going to be an amazing event, 2400 Civic Center Place. This year, Coral Cove Elementary soon to be known as Coral Cove Academy of the Arts, is going to do Lion King. Again, we have students from elementary, middle school, and high
Mhm.
school that are going to be performing and doing all types of talent. You just never know what we have right here in our backyard of Miramar. So thank you very much, Principal Stephanie Sabin and also Maria E. Garcia. Theater arts, I assume, was that your background?
Yes, I played
Okay.
piano since I was 4. And
Wow.
then I went to school and I'm a graduate from the University of Miami. So,
Wow. All right,
yes.
UM doing the dang thing.
Oh, yes.
Thank you so much, ladies, and good
Thank
luck with
you.
everything next year with the Coral Cove Academy of the Arts, adding those sixth graders, and then the year after that, the seventh and the eighth. It is going to be an amazing school for the performing arts.
Thank you so much
Thank
for
you
the
so much for
invitation.
this opportunity.
No problem. And thank you for watching Good Morning Miramar. Until next time, I'm your host, Tamara G. See ya.